After 19 years of hard time in a French prison for stealing bread to feed his fam, Jean Valjean all cashed out looking for help. Nobody in town showing him any love till a righteous holy man named Myriel like, come on in, partner. But when the police catch Valjean trying to boost Myriel's silverware, Myriel just let it slide and tell the fuzz he gave it to him as a gift. Myriel say, look man, I just saved your ass. You better stop all that hood and become a better man, yo. Valjean break down and decide he gotta put his banging days behind him. He changed his name to Monsieur Madeleine and moved to a new town where he starts stacking mad cheddar. Before you know it, brother becomes the goddamn mayor. Meanwhile, this pole girl Fantine be straight bugging. Number one, she desperate for cash, and number two, her man just left her with a love child named Cosette. And there ain't no way she gonna get work if word gets out about her. So this shiesty dude named Thénardier say Cosette can hide with him and his fam so long as Fantine throw him some ends every month. Fantine lands a gig grinding at Madeleine's factory, but gets the axe as soon as everybody find out about Cosette. And with the Thénardier's greedy lying asses hitting her up for more cash, so raw for Fantine that she gotta sell her hair, her teeth, and start turning tricks on the streets. Plus, all this shit is literally killing her. Damn. One night, the local lawman Javert arrests Fantine, but Madeleine step in, tells Javert to hop off, and start to give Fantine a little TLC. She up and dies. When Javert figure out Madeleine's real identity, Javert cuff him right in front of Fantine. By the way, Valjean's real identity only hit the streets because he wanted to save somebody's life. Thankfully, ain't no cell can keep that boy Valjean down. Dude swings back to town to save Cosette from them hater Thénardiers who been treating her like for years. Valjean drops some fat stacks, buys her off him, and chunks deuces to Paris. Things are alright in Paris for a little while, but when Javert hit at Valjean back in town, Val and Cosette gotta pack their and lay low in a convent. Years later, a dude named Marius peep game at a dime and immediately falls balls deep in love. And what do you know? It's Cosette all grown up. Looking good, girl. Marius try to holler at a girl, but Valjean moves their asses out of there before a brother can get his mac on. Marius gets a tip about Cosette's new digs, and they eventually meet and confess they love for each other. Except Valjean ain't down with that, and with all the political unrest going down in the streets, Valjean decides it's time for them to roll out to England. Marius gets so toe up that he ain't gonna be with his baby dip that he decides he don't give a no more and gonna join the revolution. When Valjean figure out that Cosette and Marius are in love for real, he can't let Loverboy get his ass murked, so he straps up and joins the fight too. When the rebels find out that Javert a royalist snitch, they give Valjean the job of ghosting his ass. But Valjean, being a nice dude and all, just lets him walk away. Later, Marius get pretty messed up, and Valjean gotta carry his ass through some boo-boo sewers to get him help. Valjean runs into Javert again, and Valjean finally like, alright, you can arrest me. Just let me drop this dude off at his crib and make one last stop in my pad. Javert oblige a brother, but start losing his when he realized he compromising everything his life stood for and straight ends it. Marius heals up and him and Cosette get hitched. It's all good, right? Nah, Valjean tells Marius about his criming days and Marius start giving Valjean the cold shoulder. Our boy gets the hint and stops dropping by. That little Marius got no idea it was Valjean that saved his ass in that sewer. With nothing left to live for, Valjean start wasting away, hops in bed, and doesn't ever leave. Later, Marius conversating with Thénardier when brother finally recognized that the only reason he alive is cause of Valjean. Plus, Valjean the only reason he with Cosette now. Feeling like a real asshole, Marius and Cosette swing over to Valjean's spot and forgive him. Now Valjean can die in peace.
Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with